I know her. She's a muse.
You are correct. She is a muse. The one you encountered last year, I assume? Then why did she not recognize you? Most curious.
A muse? Seriously? Like ancient Greek stuff?
Muses are ancient creatures. They can tap into the creation energy of the universe. Very dangerous when summoned. But Calliope seems different, changed, not quite herself. I am eager to speak with her again.
Didn't we find out that Melcarissa has the ability to edit memories? Like, it seemed like she forgot. She was like aware of the murder, and then she weirdly had a follow-up line where it's like it's almost like she was like forgot what had happened so far. I think her memories might have been edited with how strange her dialogue was in the murder scene in the second version of it, where we saw what really happened.
I still can't believe it. Of all the times, of all the places. You still with the Unavowed?
Yes, it is good to see you again.
Right back at you. You haven't changed a bit.
That may be, but you have.
Yeah, you could say that. I lost my power.
Really?
Yup. Poof. Gone. I'm not a muse anymore.
How did that happen?
Some guy took it. Hey, you should order a cappuccino. They draw these little heart shapes with the milk. It's amazing.
She lost her power. Huh. Potentially important. I disagree with her statistical analysis where she's all like, man, I can't believe we ran into each other. That's crazy. I'm like, you've been living in the same city for 500 years. You're probably going to cross paths eventually. It'd be hard not to. You don't recognize me, because I recognize you.
Nope. Never seen you before.
You hypnotized my friend Zach?
Zach, the playwright? He was killed. Stabbed in the throat by one of the actors. The blood went everywhere. Almost splattered my new dress.
I killed Zach, kind of. It's complicated.
No, you're wrong. The guy was about your height. He had your hair color and had kind of your build. But nope, definitely wasn't you.
You seriously don't recognize me?
Nope.
He is wearing a veil, Calliope. If you cannot see past it, then you really are mundane.
Yep, I'm mundane as tree bark.
I'm Mel, by the way.
Yeah, I think we already established that we've met before.
Well, actually, my real name is Melcarissa. Have you heard of me before?
Wait, you're Melcarissa? No way.
You know Melcarissa?
Not personally, but any muse has heard that name. Melcarissa's the spirit of knowledge, right? You can't create anything without knowledge.
I don't remember being a spirit. I'm human now, mostly.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Trust me, Melcarissa. I've been a human, and I've been a spirit. Human is better.
So you and Mandana know each other?
You kidding? Back in Havana, she saved the entire colony.
All I did was cut a painting in half.
Yeah, a cursed painting, one that I inspired the artist to paint.
That was not your fault, Calliope.
Tell that to the soldiers who went insane after looking at it. The creative force is powerful when used by people who don't understand it. I'm glad I'm done with it.
I feel like I could not have done this better timing-wise and whatnot. I brought Mandana, who she knows, and I already have passed the part of the story where I find out I'm Melcarissa, so I can talk about that with her too. Like, that's all missable dialogue, isn't it? As far as I can tell, they're doing the Old Republic thing where you do like, or the Mass Effect thing where you do all the planets except for one, and then suddenly it's like time for the penultimate climax mission where the big thing happens. Like, that's actually, it's a relatively common mechanic where they give you like 3 places to explore in a non-linear fashion. You can do them in any order, but when you do all of them except for one of them, suddenly a side mission happens that reveals crazy plot stuff. I think it happens in Old Republic, I think it happens in Mass Effect, it happens here, it happens probably in actually a number of games. It's a good structure because it kind of comes as a surprise, but then you have time to process the twist and have to play a normal planet that you could have done beforehand potentially. And then you spend that time processing the twist before you get to the actual ending. as opposed to doing the both back to back. And I think it actually probably helps the story half the time. But here it leads to such a specific scenario where I brought the character that knows them, and I know them, and I know who I am, and they knew who I am, who is better than I do, and what are you doing here?
It's open mic night. I'm open micing. Been spending all my time taking in the local art scenes. This is my way of giving back.
You're giving back.
Giving back to the creative force, trying to balance the scales. I'm not really good at it, but the point is to try. And freeform poetry is fun.
So long.
Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. For some reason, fewer people come here than they used to, so I have the place to myself.
Just kinda going for it. Alright, Mandana,
What say you?
did you know Callie well?
That is a difficult question to answer truthfully. I knew her for a time, and we were close for a time. I remember her being distant and sad, and often quite brilliant. I am glad she found happiness.
We'll talk later.
Yes, I believe we will.
What a little scenario. So she's probably going to be important, but we won't know until I actually find out what's happening around this zone, because we don't really have a plot yet here. Just an interesting character to run into.
Odd. Calliope seemed so joyful.
Why is that a problem?
It is not a problem. It is merely different. She does not act like the Calliope I knew.
Seems to me that if she was your friend, you'd be happy for her.
Perhaps, but still, it is good to see her again.
She did say, "I'm glad she found happiness," like 20 seconds ago. A sturdy iron drain pipe is bolted tightly to the wall. Can I pull it off or something?
I would highly suggest not climbing the drain pipe. Perhaps I could be of use instead?
Okay, but do we know why? Whatever, go for it. See if you find something cool. Bye. I'm Undana. I'm a super crazy cool person that can do everything. A majestic illustration of an angel graces this wall. But why? Undana's sword, it tingles slightly at your touch. Kill her.
I fail to see the purpose of that.
Yeah, I fail to see the purpose of most things right now. Alright, we know we can do that now.
Climb, but I am unsure of the purpose.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, interesting little poetry slam.
KK and I went to the North Woods earlier.
Whatever for.
Just to check. We wanted to see if your dad's spirit passed over. We didn't see anything, so I assume he's okay.
Father was a creature of spirit. That was destroyed. There is no spirit to pass over.
Oh. So what happens to djinns like you and him? You know, after?
I do not know. Another mystery to be solved, perhaps. I am in no hurry to do so.
None of us are.
That's rough. So he can't leave a spirit behind because he already was a spirit. So he just was destroyed, period. She has an even extra level, more confusing mystery because she's half human. So which half wins out in those kinds of scenarios? There's some important rules to figure out there. Roy Bakery. Colorful cartoon characters invite you into the bakery. Can't use that door. This psychedelic mural is so colorful you're almost going to cross-eyed by looking at it. An old man sits under an awning, watching the passerby. Give him a little talking to?
Good evening to you. You folks seem to be lost. Maybe I can help.
Maybe we could use some help.
I knew it. You're walking the streets in the rain, and yet you stopped to talk to an old man at the side of the road. Nobody with a destination in mind would do that.
That was well deduced.
No, I just read people. It's the old artist in me, I suppose.
He's just reminding me of the guy that runs Hilltop in Walking Dead, but with white hair. Let's see. What kind of artist are you?
Me? Oh, I was a painter. A past tense, I'm afraid. My muse has long since left me. So now I sit here and talk to fine folks like you.
Be careful around muses, they're dangerous.
Are they? Well, I don't have to worry. If I had a muse, she's long since moved to someone else.
Nasty night to be out.
For you, perhaps. I'm quite cozy here. And you meet the most interesting people in the rain. Folks like yourself, for example.
Nice to meet you. I am Mel. This is Montana and Logan.
Pleasure. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Stanley Bates.
So you can help us find direction?
I'm just an old artist watching the world go by. I doubt I'd be any help to you. But if you'd like to stop a while and talk, I wouldn't say no.
See you around. Let's check the bakery.
Got some wet ones here, Chipman.
Huh? Oh, hey. Welcome and stuff.
Jesus, Chipman. Wasn't for me, you wouldn't sell anything.
And I am guessing that's where Vicky comes in this zone, potentially. And we have the Mega Hipster. I wonder if that's the first hipster that this group has had to animate in a game or not. Wow, those are bright pastries. I'm a little afraid of them, honestly.
Evening, folks.
This place is really colorful.
I know. Chipman's got the art bug. Guess you gotta know your market. The food's still the best, though. Can't argue with quality. I just wish he'd, focus.
You seem to really like those bagels.
Best in the city. Try 'em. Seriously. Chipman's an artist. A real one. Rainbows or no rainbows. Not that anyone would know it. The guy knows nothing about promoting himself.
Every single piece of food or in this entire place is rainbowed. Weird. Thanks. See you around.
Stay dry out there.
Was he just swirling food coloring in the batting or something? In the... I can't think of the word. I've lost it. What the fuck is the stuff? The batter. There we go. Couldn't think past my misword of batting. I'm like, that's not it. What am I thinking of? Just thinking of batter. You don't have batter though, do you? You have like cake batter. Bagel would have not that at all. But I assume it's not covered in icing and stuff, because that would be like a terrible bagel if it was completely covered in like flavored icing or fondant. These rainbow striped bagels look like something Willy Wonka would eat for brunch. Willy Wonka wasn't that heavy into rainbows, really. I mean, there's a rainbow lollipop at one point, but actually a lot of the stuff in Willy Wonka was like a bunch of, at least in the movie, well, there was often like surprise mundane things that were secretly food, or just a bunch of regular candy. There was the Gobber Stopper, I guess. I really like that movie. The baker barely registers your presence. I bet he's consumed by a muse.
Huh? Oh, hey, you want something? I'm kind of busy.
You okay? You look kind of tired.
I'm fine. Why does everybody keep asking me that?
Hey, Chipman, you got paying customers. You want to stay open or what?
Fine. Sorry.
I swear to God, you'd be on the street if it weren't for me.
I get it. Yeesh. Anyway, what can I do for you guys?
Do you have anything that's not psychedelic?
Nobody gets it. This is just the way it has to be, okay? Take it or leave it.
Seriously, are you okay? You look exhausted.
I'm fine. I'm working. What else can a guy want?
I've heard that if you keep asking people if they're tired like 10 times in a row, they get less agitated. Are you sure you're okay?
Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'll take a rainbow bagel.
Sure, here you go. That'll be $5.
I assume that's the only thing he
Just eat
serves.
slow, okay? And think about it while you eat it.
Would you appreciate the bagel? See you around.
Sure. Bye.
How good is it? Here you have it, Logan. No? Psychedelic rainbow bagel. Looks tasty, Mandana. Who eats the bagel? No
That
one.
will not help us.
Why will no one eat the bagel? It seems like a straightforward thing to do, and everyone's like, "No, we're just gonna hold it. It'll be for a puzzle later." The cob looks tired but satisfied, enjoying some quiet respite after a long day. A vividly colored piece of abstract art. The smell of freshly baked bread wafts out from the small kitchen. I kind of want to see a place like this. It's so goddamn colorful in here. Like everything from the art, and then it's got the hanging bulbs for atmosphere. Follow up?
Evening, folks.
Nope.
Stay dry out there.
Never mind.
I have lived here for centuries and learned a great many things. But I will never understand this city's infatuation with bagels.
You ever eat them with chive cream cheese?
I have.
Then you're a lost cause. Sorry.
It's fine. It's just food. You're allowed to not like food. I don't understand steak or wine.
Good evening to you.
You want a bagel? You want a bagel? You want a bagel? I want that bagel. Why can't I have that bagel? How do I? If I pre-order this game, could I have the rainbow bagel?
So you really never worked with a bestower like me before?
This is true. We decided long ago that the bestower's duty remained with the mundane world.
Mundane? You call what I do mundane?
You deal with death. Death is a natural extension of the mundane world. But circumstances are different now. We welcome your help, Logan.
You hear that, KK? We're welcome.
No need for sarcasm.
Their logic still sounds stupid to me. Isn't almost everything around here an extension of the mundane world? Like, the Dryad deals with nature, an extension of the mundane world. That elemental dealt with fire, an extension of the mundane world. Like, he's clearly not mundane. That means he's the type of shit you should be dealing with. You weird, arbitrary, exclusionist, whatever. Hey, you want a bagel?
Over and under the seagull went.
We should wait until she sits down. She is a little distracted at the moment.
Hey, just a sec. What's up? Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems.
Perhaps another tactic is in order.
No. I thought maybe if she encountered the bagel that's probably coming from a muse, that she would, like, rediscover her musehood, or would sense something about it that she could tell us about, or something. Across the street is the entrance to Prospect Park.
Looking good there, Junie.
No, it's not right yet.
Of course it isn't.
Another one. We have another obsessive creative. So I think they're being affected by her power. I don't know how she lost it exactly, but Keith must have somehow sapped her power and put it in several other people that are now obsessed, just like the writer was. A young woman watches her child with a smile on her face. She's doing chalk in the rain. A little girl draws with chalk under a sheltering tree. Oh, tree's helping out. Oh yeah, you can see this is all wet, and that's apparently dry-ish. Little girl draws with chalk under a sheltering tree. The art's not bad. You've known set designers who could do worse. A leafy tree leans over the park, giving shelter to the little girl. To a small band shell nestled slightly inside the park.
Hey, nice to see I'm not the only crazy one out here tonight.
That's us, just a bunch of crazies.
Well, at least I've got a reason. I'm only out here because the little boss here wants to draw.
She's your boss?
She's my daughter. It amounts to the same thing, doesn't it? Sorry, is something funny?
Apologies. I am envisioning my father calling me boss. It is an amusing thought, and I needed the distraction. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
Why is she drawing in the rain?
Little June here got inspired. What can I say? I tell her no and she screams all night, so I give her a half hour and we're both happy. Besides, she has a talent. I need to encourage it. Nobody else is gonna.
Oh, look at good mom. How long have you been out here?
It's been 2 hours, I think. I'm sure June will get tired any minute.
So much for the half an hour. Couldn't she use a pen and paper?
Seriously? That would be like the logical thing. You ever try using logic with a kid? It just makes them dig in their heels even more.
Is that right? I'll have to remember that.
You have kids?
Oh, no. Well, kind of. It's complicated.
Right. None of my business. Sorry.
Yeah, it was way easier, Logan, just to say yes. Just say yes, because you basically do. I'm Mel, by the way. This is Montana and Logan.
Mel, huh? Nice to meet you. I'm May Stein.
See you around.
See you around. If you guys want to do any more chatting in the rain, feel free.
Hi there, I'm Mel.
Junie, answer the man.
Hi.
What are you drawing?
I don't know. It's not finished yet.
The chalk won't last long in the rain.
I know. That's what makes it good.
I took pictures, don't worry. What?
Nothing. You don't get it. It's okay.
You shouldn't talk to your mother that way.
Excuse me, but I'll be the judge of that.
I want to focus, please.
Wouldn't you rather draw inside?
No, this is better.
Better?
Yes.
Seriously, you should go home. Come back when it's dry.
Just 5 more minutes.
See you around, June.
Bye.
Would you like a bagel? Would you like a bagel? I'm just gonna offer just random children I don't know food while their mothers watch. Let's try the band shell. So we're seeing mused people. We don't necessarily have anything to do with it yet. Hello. The plot begins.
You have called and I have answered. But I feel no creative desire within your soul. Inspiration will not help you.
Oh, I have plenty of inspiration to go around.
I don't understand. If inspiration is not what you seek, then why seek me out? Now what do you want?
Something only you can give.
What do you mean? Stay back.
Was that? Yes. That was Calliope. It could be no one else.
You think so? The woman in the poetry club sounded, perky.
I am positive. It was Calliope. The way she used to be. You have recovered? Good. Let us move forward.
Got a spooky ghost. It's fuzzy and indistinct. It stares blankly ahead, barely noticing you were even here. A piece of leather is caught on a jagged piece of metal. It flaps uselessly in the wind. An imposing steel sculpture. You can see a piece of leather caught on a jagged piece of metal. This is like the stuff you saw in Beetlejuice. There's some big name bands playing here in summer. But for now, it's empty. I saw the word tilted. Oh, that was Logan. Hey, Logan, ghost.
Hey, Mister, could we talk to you for a sec?
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it?
A while?
Oh, wait, no, you're not her.
I'm not?
Jesus, not you.
Oh, you mean KK?
She can talk for herself.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Ask his name.
So I'm Logan Brown, and you already met KK. Who are you?
It's not important, not really.
Of course it's important. It's your name.
No, it's not. The work needs to stand on its own. Attaching a name to it just diminishes it.
You mentioned the work. What work?
The work, the art, the everything. It all has to come out somehow, otherwise you might as well die.
So you're an artist?
Me? I suppose. I want to be. I'm learning every day.
So who did you mistake KK for?
Huh?
When we first met, you thought KK was her.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, of course you don't. So what is this thing here?
Thing?
This metal thing. Looks like some kind of modern art.
Sorry, I don't see anything.
It's not exactly hard to miss, man. It's kind of huge, and it's right here.
No, I don't see anything. Sorry.
So what are you doing out here?
I'm working.
Working? Like maintenance work or something?
Something like that.
You're not gonna get any more specific than that?
Don't see why.
Are you sure you don't see a metal sculpture?
I'm sure, completely sure.
Closing yourself off to the truth is harder in the long run. Trust me, I know.
I don't see anything. Can't you leave it?
Okay, that got weird. He keeps referring to things but then backing off of them like he doesn't know about them. He's referring to some kind of work but doesn't seem to know the sculpture's there. He talked about a her but then seems to forget who her was, or that he was even talking about a her. Can I throw the bagel at it?
Perhaps.
It would have been funny. It's like, oh, it's a nice cool bagel. I used to throw it at the piece of leather. Get it. Can you get that? Yep. Just went right up. Scrap of leather. Looks like the cover of a book.
The leather appears burnt, quite severely.
But check it out. There's initials on the bottom corner. AF. I wonder who this belonged to.
Damn it. AF. What was the name of the... No, I don't remember his name, but I don't think the old guy was AF. It's probably this guy.
Hey, can we talk a bit more?
I guess.
Do the initials AF mean anything to you?
They don't. They were burnt. They're gone.
So you're saying they are your initials?
I'm saying they were burnt.
We found this piece of leather on top of that sculpture over there. Does it mean anything to you?
Why would it?
I don't know, actually.
And there you go.
He does not want to continue. But he keeps referring to things, then backing off and not like he doesn't understand. He's aware that the leather's burned, even though he doesn't, even though it seems to have no connection to him, according to him. So he seems to be just hiding something, or he's disoriented and confused.